Our Earth is a place of extraordinary beauty and diversity. From the lush green forests that provide a home to countless species, to the vibrant coral reefs that are teeming with marine life, our planet is a marvel of natural wonder. From the vast deep oceans that cover most of our planet's surface to the towering majestic mountains that reach towards the sky, Earth is filled with life in countless forms. Each ecosystem and each landscape contributes to the intricate web of life that sustains us all. Yet, our planet is changing, and these changes are being felt across the globe. Cities experience unpredictable weather patterns, and regions that once flourished are now facing severe droughts. These shifts are not just anomalies, they are part of a larger, more concerning trend. Temperatures are rising at an unprecedented rate, causing ice caps to melt and sea levels to rise. Weather patterns are becoming more extreme, leading to intense hurricanes, floods, and other natural disasters that disrupt lives and ecosystems. These are not isolated incidents, they are symptoms of a larger phenomenon known as climate change. Coral reefs are bleaching, losing their vibrant colors and the life they support. Forests are being cut down at alarming rates, reducing biodiversity and contributing to atmospheric changes. Climate change is a pressing challenge, one that demands our immediate attention and action. People around the world are raising their voices, advocating for change and pushing for the adoption of renewable energy sources like wind and solar power. It's a challenge that affects us all, regardless of where we live or what we do. Urban dwellers and rural farmers alike are feeling the impacts, from heat waves in cities to changing growing seasons in agricultural areas. But it's also a challenge that we can overcome if we work together. Communities are coming together to plant trees, reduce waste, and promote sustainable practices. International summits bring together leaders and experts to forge a path forward. By understanding the science behind climate change, we can begin to grasp its severity and take meaningful steps to mitigate its impacts. Scientists are working tirelessly to analyze data and develop solutions, while renewable energy projects are being implemented on a large scale to reduce our carbon footprint. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in global temperatures and weather patterns. These changes can be seen in the melting of glaciers, the rise in sea levels, and the increased frequency of extreme weather events such as droughts and hurricanes. While our planet's climate has fluctuated naturally over millennia, the rapid warming we're experiencing now is primarily driven by human activities. Industrial processes, transportation, and large-scale agriculture are major contributors to the release of greenhouse gases. The Earth's atmosphere naturally traps some of the sun's heat, keeping our planet habitable. This delicate balance allows life to thrive by maintaining temperatures within a range that supports ecosystems and human activities. This is known as the greenhouse effect. It is a natural process that is essential for life on Earth, as it keeps our planet warm enough to sustain life. However, human activities are releasing vast quantities of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, intensifying this natural effect. The burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial activities are some of the primary sources of these emissions. These gases, including carbon dioxide, which is released from burning fossil fuels and deforestation, methane, which is emitted from livestock and other agricultural practices, and nitrous oxide, which comes from fertilizers and industrial processes, act like a blanket around the Earth, trapping more heat and causing the planet's temperature to rise. This enhanced greenhouse effect is leading to global warming and climate change. This increase in temperature has far-reaching consequences, disrupting delicate ecosystems. Coral reefs are bleaching, forests are more susceptible to fires, wetlands are drying up, and many species are at risk of extinction and impacting life as we know it. Coastal communities are facing erosion and flooding, extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and severe, and heat waves are affecting millions of people around the world. The effects of climate change are profound and require urgent action to mitigate. The primary driver of this unprecedented increase in greenhouse gases is human activity, which has been escalating over the years. Since the Industrial Revolution, our reliance on fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas has skyrocketed dramatically. Burning these fuels for energy, transportation, and industry releases massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming. Deforestation, Another significant contributor to climate change further exacerbates the problem significantly. Trees play a vital role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, acting as natural carbon sinks. When forests are cleared or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, accelerating the greenhouse effect rapidly. Our agricultural practices, particularly livestock farming, also contribute to greenhouse gas emissions significantly. Livestock, especially cattle, produce significant amounts of methane, a potent greenhouse gas that impacts our climate. The consequences of climate change are already visible across the globe, from the melting glaciers in the polar regions to the deforestation of rainforests. The signs are undeniable. Drought-stricken landscapes are becoming more common, affecting both wildlife and human populations. The most immediate and alarming effect is the rise in global temperatures. This increase is not just a number on a thermometer, it translates to real-world impacts that we can see and feel. Cities are experiencing unprecedented heat waves, making daily life challenging and sometimes dangerous. This warming trend is leading to a cascade of impacts, including more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts and wildfires. These events are not isolated, they are interconnected, creating a vicious cycle that exacerbates the problem. Wildfires are becoming more destructive and droughts are lasting longer, affecting agriculture and water supplies. The polar regions, particularly the Arctic, are experiencing the most dramatic warming. The Arctic landscape is transforming before our eyes, with ice that has existed for millennia now rapidly disappearing. This has profound implications for the entire planet, as the Arctic acts as a global thermostat. This is causing glaciers and ice sheets to melt at an alarming rate, contributing to rising sea levels. The carving of glaciers into the sea and the breaking apart of icebergs are not just spectacular sights, they are indicators of a changing climate that will affect coastal regions worldwide. Coastal communities around the world are already facing the threat of displacement and increased flooding. Rising sea levels are eroding coastlines and inundating homes, forcing residents to evacuate and seek safer ground. This is not a distant future scenario, it is happening now. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, typhoons and cyclones are becoming more frequent and severe due to climate change. These powerful storms are not only more common but also more destructive, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. These events bring with them devastating winds, heavy rainfall and storm surges, causing widespread damage and displacement. The impact on infrastructure, homes and lives is immense, and the recovery process is long and arduous. As we witness these changes, it becomes clear that urgent action is needed to mitigate the effects of climate change and protect our planet for future generations.